Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session of the Global Investment Convention. I am Chibuzo Ekwekwu. I bring you greetings from Enyimba Economic City, located in southeast Nigeria. Enyimba Economic City is a 9,464 hectares of work, live, learn, and play city, with growth sectors in manufacturing, logistics, lifestyle residential, entertainment, health and medical, knowledge, technology hub, and aviation as in airports. It is designed as a global business hub. It is a special economic zone declared by the federal government of Nigeria under the Made in Nigeria for Export Mine program of the federal government. It has a free zone status, and it is also a PPP project led by private sector company, Crown Realties PLC. This project is supported by major development institutions, including the African Export-Import Bank, African Development Bank, and the International Finance Corporation. I want to talk about the context in which this project is designed and promoted. Nigeria should be a manufacturing floor for Africa, but it is not yet. First is Nigeria has raw materials. Everything you manufacture today in the world, the raw materials come from two sources: naturally occurring minerals under the earth or agricultural produce. Nigeria is both rich in minerals and has one of the largest stock of arable lands in Africa and has quite a lot of agricultural produce. Nigeria perhaps is one country where you would find a good percentage of produce from tomatoes or avocados or many other of these fruits and produce wasted annually without being beneficiated. Nigeria has a lot of cheap labor. 65% of Nigeria's population is within 35 years of age. Nigeria perhaps is one of the only countries now where you can hire a STEM graduate and a science and technology graduate for much less than $200. In some cases, $100. Nigeria has a lot of trainable manpower with a steep learning curve, as companies like MTN, Econet, and huge conglomerates that have come into Nigeria can testify to. Nigeria has a huge local market of over 200 million people, and now is a driver for the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, focusing on the African population of over 1 billion people. The current economic world order emerging from post-COVID-19 would have a shift in supply chains and manufacturing. Increasingly, we see that most regional blocs are seeking improved independence in supply chains. For businesses, this will mean that to get the best advantage, many businesses will need to move into new regional blocs where they were not before. Enyimba Economic City is promoted as an environment for actualization of African Continental Free Trade Agreement and to be a very veritable access into the African market. It is driven from the focus of Nigeria's economic recovery and growth plan and leverages Nigeria's industrial and economic development plan. We need to talk about the various components, the various drivers, and the various phases of this new city. First is that this city would have its own logistics zone. The logistics zone is located right on an existing railway line, which starts at the Port Harcourt port, which is in Rivers State, south Nigeria, and that railway line runs across the country and runs right through the logistics zone of Enyimba City. Also, this railway line is right beside the inland port, which is a full origin and destination port already designated by the federal government of Nigeria. So logistics is an important component of this city. Next to logistics, by the logistics zone also is the trailer park, which would have a 2,000 trailer capacity and would support trailers that will not only service the Enyimba economic city, but will service nearby cities that are connected to Enyimba economic city. This city will also have a wholesale market, which would support the marketing of products from companies located within the city. And this wholesale market will take off down the line after the manufacturing ventures have come into the city and are already manufacturing. The city has 4 industrial zones. This is the first industrial zone, and this is the second industrial zone. This second industrial zone is located right beside Owaza, which is the gas capital of Southeast South, with the likes of Shell, Enel, and Mobil, and all the major oil producers and all their gas facilities. And this is why this second industrial city is going to be dedicated to oil and gas, chemicals, and all those derivative. Then there are also 2 other industrial cities. In fact, all the locations in purple are industrial cities. Then we have the entertainment city. Nigeria has a very vibrant film industry, and Nollywood, and also a very vibrant music industry. And this territory would house the film studios, the music studios, the hotels, the sports centers, and a whole lot of entertainment infrastructure, which is really required in Nigeria, because in a country of over 200 million people, there are not many destinations that you can actually go to with your family. It's immediately adjoining this entertainment city is the health and wellness city. The health and wellness city will have a tertiary hospital, which will be connected to many urgent care centers located in all the states in the regions of the South, South, and Southeast. And this will also house manufacturing outfits, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing outfits in medical equipment, medical equipment and related infrastructure. Also, beside that is the education city, which would house a university, a polytechnic, and a vocational center, and then the central business district. Beside it is 2 golf courses, and then a big residential neighborhood. Of course, there are small residential neighborhoods in the other areas of the city, but the big one is here in the middle. On the far right is the airport, the planned airport, which will come into being within 10 years of the city takeover. So these are the different, aspects or different components of the city development project. It's important to note that besides the Port Harcourt port, which you see here, there's also the deep sea port, which will be connected also by rail to this city. This city is an investment destination and hosts various opportunities for investors. This city will welcome companies that may wish to invest in the EECD as equity investors. Welcome financiers that have appetite for new city development and urban infrastructure in Nigeria. We'll welcome companies that are interested in external fence infrastructure like rail airports. Currently, we have 3 major road investments that are ongoing. We have the 86-kilometer lane interstate roads that will connect Akwa Ibom through the Enyimba City territory to Obinze in Imo State, and will be tolled. Then we have the 200-kilometer 4-lane interstate road, which connects Port Harcourt to Enugu, and which we have received a concession over from the federal government of Nigeria by the HDMI project. Additionally, we also have the 161-kilometer 4-lane interstate on Owerri-Aba highway. It's also a concession from the federal government of Nigeria under the HDMI project, all of which is within the Enyimba Infra Consortium Limited, which is a consortium of firms we have put together that are implementing these road concessions. Additionally, there's the 8-kilometer rail connection to Oneport. The rail is already within 8-kilometer distance from the port and will be connected so that EECD would have two connections to ports by rail. There is the 460 hectares proposed international airport, which is also awaiting investment. And we are looking for partnership investments in specific growth sectors like logistics, medical, equipment manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, entertainment, education and training, aviation, technology, and related infrastructure. But more important is that we're looking for manufacturers, companies that need access to Nigeria's local market, or that need to or would want to produce in Nigeria and export to West Africa, or the world market. And this is our focus at this point in time. Why do we think that Enyimba will be a preferred destination for manufacturers? First is Enyimba is a 9,464 hectares greenfield integrated city project. So we have an opportunity to create an environment that is specifically designed and built up to service these industries that will come to use the space. This territory has 2 active gas pipelines already that are operational, one supplying gas to the geometric power plant and another supplying to the Ascom aluminum smelting plant that's located in Akwa Ibom. It is surrounded by 2 rivers. This is the Blue River and the Imo River, both going into the sea from this direction. But these 2 rivers, they're fencing, so they are both a water source and they are also navigable for inland water transportation. The city is within 15 minutes driving distance of Aba, which is noted as one of the industrial hubs, major industrial hubs in Nigeria and in Southeast Nigeria. It is within 25 minutes driving distance to Port Harcourt City, which is the major oil and gas city in Nigeria. It is within 40-kilometer driving distance to Owerri, another city, and also 45 minutes driving distance to Uyo. All of these 4 cities have over 1 million population. If here, looking at this map, here is Owaza with all the gas infrastructure and operation companies operating within it. So this is a unique location that provides quite a lot of advantages for production. It has intermodal transportation, both the road transportation, the roads which already exist, the one new road that was built, and others that exist that were already taken on concession. The rail itself, which connects it, the power infrastructure that already exists around it. All of these are advantages for manufacturing. It has very good arterial intercity roads and railways that will connect all the 11 southeast, south-side states bordering the city. It's connected to 2 existing seaports, like I mentioned, One, which is about 44 kilometers, and Port Harcourt, which is about 25 kilometers, and 1 proposed new seaport in Akwa Ibom, which is the Akwa Ibom Deep Seaport. It is close and connected to airports in Owerri, which is about 56 kilometers from it, the airport in Port Harcourt, which is about 40 kilometers from it, and the airport in Uyo, which is 55 kilometers, in addition to its own proposed airport, which is part of the city plan. It's also connected to 11 states of the South-South-East with a local captive population of 60 million people. And of course, the entire country with a population of 100 million. This is a Google map of the city, and you can see the distances between. This is the city here. These are the arterial roads we have talked about, the new one to be built. And you can see that within 50-kilometer distance, you will already cover Akwa Ibom, River State, and Abia State, and also Point Wazim. Within 100 kilometers, you cover Bayelsa State, Imo State, and Abia State, of course, Cross River. And within 150-kilometer distance, you get up to Delta State, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, and all of that, all within, its captive area. This city will have world-class infrastructure. It will be the first place in Nigeria to have 24/7 power. Already, Geometric Power Company Limited has been licensed to generate and distribute power for the entire area of the city and beyond. In fact, within the southern senatorial zones in Abia State. Geometric has already built a 187 megawatts plant, which will begin operation December this year. And Geometric has planned a total of 1,008 megawatts that will be dedicated to the city, starting with the 540 megawatts that it will build once there's demand, and then subsequently another 504 megawatts. Also, the city has the logistics zone, which is a 755 hectares area that will house a full origin and destination inland port, which has been licensed and which is connected to both the Port Harcourt and on the seaports by rail. Nigeria has availability of industrial raw materials, like I've said, rich in agricultural produce and also in minerals. There's availability of gas within the city. There are active gas pipelines within the city already operational and supplying industries that are within its external fence scope. The city will have a one-stop shop, enabling regulations and institutions are in place. It will be a one-stop approval for permits, licenses, and business incorporation. It will be an independent regime on immigration and customs, like most other free zones. The city will enjoy cheap labor from the 60% of Nigeria's population, which is below 35 years of age, educated, and this, we believe, will provide cheap labor for manufacturing. The city will enjoy generous incentives, complete holidays from federal, state, and local government taxes and levies. There are duty-free imports for raw materials, machinery, components, spare parts, and consumable items. And it also has tax exemptions on proceeds reinvested, interest on bonds and short-term securities, and there's a waiver on all expatriate. Additionally, you can own your businesses 100%, and you need not have local content or local investments in your business. It has access to markets. It provides you easy access to Nigeria's captive population of 200 million people, the 450 million population of West Africa, and also the 1.2 billion continental free trade area population of Africa. This city will be a vibrant, integrated city and will provide sustainability as a manufacturing hub with growth sectors in logistics, medical, entertainment, education, technology hub, commercial, residential, and aviation, as I have already indicated. It provides support. The EECD would provide you support through your journey to move to Nigeria or produce in Nigeria. Will help you with registration, will help you with site visits, will help you to seek out partners, local partners if you need it, will help you to seek out connections to the existing value chains in your related industries. We can help you with business planning and assistance, and we can help you with local financing if you need it. We can support you in procurement and promotion and marketing, and also market evaluation. EECD currently will host showrooms to support those manufacturing within it to be able to sell their products in Nigeria and beyond. We have put forward a bit of comparison on infrastructure costs that you can look at as shown before you now. You would see the cost of serviced land in most countries, free trade zones in other lines. EECD competes very favorably with $50 a square meter for serviced land, as we can see the rates in other countries. Also regarding water supply and also regarding power. The Enyimba Economic City Business Plan won the first prize of the New Cities Business Plan contest of the Charter Cities Institute in Washington, D.C. in 2019, beating Blackstone Charter City in Australia to second place and Novgorod New Hans Town in Russia to third place. This city plan, this city, has been validated by as being capable of generating sustainability at very maximum levels, and this gladdens our heart. A number of our partners who have worked with us, this city is owned by the Abia State government, federal government of Nigeria, the landowners, and Crown Realties PLC, and is managed by Crown Realties PLC. It's designed by Suna Duran of Singapore, and the land use planning and economic studies was done by CBRE of India. So this is the Enyimba Economic City. We're open for investment. We're available, and we can be easily on the details that are right on the screen. Thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you for participating in the Global Investment Corporation.